In the last video, we have discussed some of the basic SQL queries. So today we will continue with some more basic SQL queries. For that I have to go to the terminal, and the shortcut for terminal is Ctrl Alt T. I can directly go to the terminal, and I just increasing the font size. Okay, now here I will write sudo mysql. It will help me to get into my database. Put the password. My database has started. Okay, now just recall what we have studied in the last video. How we can see the database. If you want to see the database, show databases. So these are the databases which we have in my MySQL database. Out of that, this is the database which I have created. Okay, so I will use this particular database. Change, show the tables inside this database. So so these are the two tables which I have created. Okay, now select star from student will give you the complete data of that particular table. Okay, now I can select some in my order. I can select the data in my order where I will display only name and roll number from the student table. Okay, so till this we have studied, so we will continue. Okay, now here we have to use where clause. This is another MySQL command, where clause. So let me understand why we use a where clause. Where clause is used to select a statement to specific criteria for selecting a particular row. So whenever you want to select a particular row on the basis of some condition, so I will use what? Where clause. For example, I want to select this Nancy. Okay, yeah, I have to select this Shiny, this particular row. So what I will do, I will select name from which table? Student table. Where, now where I want to select a particular row on the basis of what? Roll number, whose roll number is 3. So the name Shiny will be displayed. So why we use where clause? The where clause is used whenever you want to select a particular rows. Okay, so whenever you want to select a row, for example, if I write where roll number equal to 2, so you know that the 2 person having the same roll number, so it will print both Nancy and Jijo. Because if you see this particular table, you will find out that the roll number Nancy and Jijo both are having the same roll number. Okay, now I can use some relational operator along with this where clause also. For example, if I want to use where clause, for example, where whose roll number is greater than 2, whose roll number is greater than 2, you can see whose roll number is greater than 2, only one, who's Shiny. Okay, now if I say greater than or equal to 2, if I write greater than or equal to 2, so you will find how many? 3. Okay, so I can use this relational operator along with where clause. Okay, logical operator also, I can use some logical operator. Fine, for example, logical operator, I will select roll number whose roll number is 3 and whose name is Shiny. See, I can, instead of name, I can put star also. If I write star, so it will print the complete detail, whose roll number is 3 and whose name is Shiny. Complete detail. Okay. Complete detail about this student. Okay. Now, this is AND logical operator. Okay. So I can use OR logical operator also. For example, asterisk star from student name, student where name is equal to 1 and or name is Shiny. So in this case, AND means this both conditions should be true. If this roll number is 3 and the name is Shiny, if this both condition is true, then only you will get the result. But in OR, if one of the condition is true, the result, you will get the result. Result means you will have some values if the name is 1 or if the name is Shiny. Okay, so name or roll number. Oh, instead of name, you have to write roll number. Okay, so here I will write roll number. Roll number equal to 1 or name equal to Shiny. So you OR means, if see I told you OR means this is true, roll number OR, and this name is Shiny. You will see the name, that record, the name with Shiny will be printed, as well as roll number 1, that record will be printed. Okay, so this is how you can use AND a logical operator and OR logical operator in MySQL. Okay, and NOT, there is NOT also. The NOT means what? This is complementary. Complementary means what? NOT means this is where roll number not 1. The roll number is not equal to 1. See, all this detail whose roll number is not equal to 1 will be printed. So this is not. Okay. Now there is one more. You can also give an alternate name to a column. For example, column alias. Column alias means you can give an alternate name to a particular column. For example, you can give a name select star from I can give, say for example, a dot name from student A. See, so this is A is what? A is an alternate name that I have given to this particular table, student table. So A dot means that in that particular table I will print only the name, so that is why this name will be printed. So this is how I can give an alternate name to any of this table. Okay, or there is another way also where you can write like this. For example, DOB, date of birth, as date of birth. Okay, DOB as date of birth. So in that case, what I will do, instead of name as name, see this name is changed. Okay, so here I have changed the name. I have changed the column name. Previously my column name was this, so I have given an alternate name of that name to capital name, so that I can do. Okay, so next is putting a text in a query output. Yeah, you can put a text in a query output. For example, See, if I do select star from student, okay, so in this, if I want to change this name, so that I can do. This is called as, you know, putting text in a query output. So I can put a text in my query output. Fine. For example, if I say select, okay, role, then name, then I put this text which is called as past, then marks from student. See, past. This text I have introduced. Okay, so I can put a particular text in a particular column, and all those values of that particular column will be the same. That is also possible, putting a text in a query output. Okay. Now I can also have a scalar expression. Scalar expression means what? I can say reduce some mark. For example, select. This is select name. I am reducing the marks by 10 from student. Okay, so here mark is reduced. See the mark, you will find there is a difference of 10 between this output and this output. Okay, so this is scalar expression. Okay, distinct value. So for example, there are we know that if you see my complete output of my student table, select star from student table, you will see that the roll number, the two record is having the same roll number. So if I write distinct of roll, select distinct see, all distinct roll number will be printed. Okay, so all roll number with distinct value, the same value will not be printed. Okay, so you can use this select distinct roll number. This is a syntax for that. Okay, so you have to eliminate the redundant data. So whenever you want to eliminate the redundant data, you can use this distinct. You can use this distinct query. Okay, but note that only one null value is returned in the result, no matter how many null value are encountered. Okay, for example, there may be so many null value, but in this case I have only one null value. For example, I will insert one more null value. Insert into table name student with values, say roll number 4, then name Mariam, and then it is null value. Null. Okay, so if I do this select star from student, you will see that I have two null value. So when I use this distinct, distinct for a marks from student, so it will print all distinct value. See, 99 distinct value. So redundant value is not repeated. So null value will be, if you have more than one null value, it will print only only one null value. Okay, so that is why it eliminate all redundant data. So distinct is a function, you can say it is used to eliminate all redundant data. Okay, now you can also print a data ranging between some value, okay, by using between operator. Okay, so you can have some range of value of a particular column. You have an upper value and lower value. So on the basis of an upper value and lower value, you can print the value of a table. Okay, for example, let me see the detail. Okay, so if I want and value between say 9 greater than 90 and less than or equal to 90. Okay, so select star from table, okay, student table, where marks from 90 to 99. Between marks between 90 and 99. See, 90 and 99 you have two details. Okay, so 90 and 99 that will be printed. Okay, so this is syntax for that. Okay, now you can but here remember, note that boundary values are also included. So here see boundary values. See, if I write 99, so it includes 99 also. If I write 90, it includes 90 also. So these are boundary values. If I write marks between 90 and 99, it means it includes 90 as well as 99. So there is that condition you should remember while using this query based upon some range of value. Now condition not on that particular range, you can use this not. There is a not operator. You can use this not between. So not between means what? Not between this. So not between this, you have only one value, which is 100, which is not in this particular range. So that also you did. Okay, so there is one in operator. In operator is nothing but you can check whether that particular data is there on a particular table or not. For example, select star from table student where, okay, where you can write name in. So is it Nancy is available? Where the name where name is Nancy? Yes. So it will print only that where the name, whose name is Nancy, the detailed record of that. So you can select any one of this column also. Okay, so what is the in operator? In operator is used to find out whether that particular detail is present in that particular column or not. Not in is totally opposite. So there will be not in all those which is not in Nancy. So leaving Nancy, all those details will be printed, because Nancy, leaving Nancy, all details will be printed. Not it. Now here you have condition based on some pattern matching. Pattern matching means whenever you want to print something on the basis of some pattern. For example, like operator. You have a like operator. You can print something on the basis of some character. Okay, fine. So there are some special wildcard characters are used over here, and they are say %. Okay, % is one of the wildcard character. For example, if I want to print all the names starting with star from student where name is like n, and then % means anything, name like n %, So it will print all the names which starting with n character, and the remaining any character can be any character. Okay, but the starting should be n. Now if I want to print all the name, all the record whose name starting or ending with O. So if I want that ending with O, so I will write %O. So %O means starting any character, but end should be O. So this is Jijo. See, okay. But if I want to check, if I want to find a record whose second character is, for example, whose second character is, say, H, whose second character is H. So here for that I use underscore first character anything. Okay, underscore represent the character. And what is the second character? The second character should be H, and rest should be anything. So this is shiny. The first character should be underscore means any character, H, I need an H, and % means rest can be anything. So that is why you get a shiny. So here underscore represent what? Underscore represent the character. Okay, so underscore represent the character. If you want a second character, so first underscore will represent the first character, and second underscore will represent the second character. And if you want all those name who's having, how many, 1 2 3 4, okay, all those record whose name have five letters. So this is 1 2 3 4. See, 2 with 4 letter or 4 character. The 2 name, because I have used only 4 underscore. Okay, as I have used 4 underscore, so it will display all the names who is having a 4 character. If I write 5, if I increase one more character, so it will print all name which is having a 5 character. So not like is the reverse of that. Say where name like this. So when I say where name not like this, so not like this, here I have used how many character? 5 character. So not 5 character. So not 5 character means, see, this is 4, 1 2 3, this is 6. So this is 4 and this is 6. So it is a reverse of like. Yeah, you can also have that query. You can also use a query to find out, or you can search a null character. Okay, so you can find the detail whose where marks you have to find out the null. Okay, so marks is null. Marks is null. So you can find out all those marks which is null. See, null. All those marks with null value is printed. Okay, and not null is totally reverse of this. So I have to use not null. So if I use not null, it is a reverse of that. So all those values or record will be printed whose marks is not null. Okay. Now you have an alter command. Alter command is used to change the structure of your data. For example, if I see my structure, if I see this is my structure. Okay, fine. And if I want to change this, okay, if I want to change this data type varchar to 10 to 15, so I have to use what? Alter. So you see the syntax. So there are how many options are there? You can add a particular column, you can delete a particular column, you can modify a particular column, you can change the name of an existing column. These are the options which are available in alternate command. So if you want to add a particular column, so adding a column is nothing but what? For example, alter, I have to write what? This is the syntax. You just see the syntax. Alter table, table name, add, and column name and data type. So if I do alter table, then table name. What is my table name? This is student. Okay, student. Then I have to add. I have to add what? I have to add a particular column. So add, I have to write column and then add column, and then you have to write a column name. For example, date of birth. Column name is date of birth. Whose data type is what? Then I have to write data type. Data type is what? Data type is date. Okay, this is done. If you see the structure of this, you will see this is been added, this has been added. But if I see this detail of that, select star from student. Now this is null. By default, it is null will be allocated to that particular column which has been added. Okay. Next, this is add option in alter command. Then there is a delete also that I will show. Modify the define existing column. So if I want to change, modify this. So alter table name is student. Okay. Now what I have to alter? Modify what column? Modify column. Okay. Now which column? Name. To varchar how much? 50. Okay, let me check the syntax. Okay, so here modify alter table, modify column name and data type, same, the syntax is same. Okay, now if I see the structure of that, this has been changed to 15. Previously it was 10, now it has been changed to 15. Okay, now there is another option which is called as a drop. You can drop a particular column also. For example, alter table, then drop, alter table, then table name, and then drop what? Alter table name, and drop what? Column. You have to mention the column. So what is the column which you want to drop? Say for example DOB, this column I have to drop. Okay, so you see that only that particular column will be dropped, and if you see the structure of that, you will find out that now DOB is not available with this particular table. Okay, now you can also change the column name also. For example, now if you see my column name is this, if I want to change this name to capital name. Okay, so for that alter table name, then what you have to do? You have to change this particular name. Name has to be changed. So let me see the syntax for that. You have to write change. Okay, change column name. Change which column? Change name with what? Name. Okay, with name, and the data type will be varchar say suppose 10. Okay, so this has been done. If I see this structure of that, you will understood. So this name is changed, and if you see the type also, the type is also changed from 15 to 10. Okay, update is a command which is used to change the existing value. For example, there are so many existing value. Let me see what are the existing value I have. Select star from student. Okay, so these are the existing value. So if I want to change this null value, okay, and I want to change this roll number, because this roll number two person is having the same roll number, and that is not possible. So I want to change the roll number, and I want to change this mark. So what is the command which I have? I have an update command. Update command is used to change the existing value. Okay, how? You just see the syntax. You have to write update table name set, what you have to set, which column you have to set, which value you have to set, where condition. Okay, so here I have to write update table. What is the table name? Student. Okay, now where set, which value you have to set the value. Say for example, roll equal to, I have to set what? 1 2 3 4. Roll equal to 5. Where the name is Jijo. Okay, now let me check whether it is been updated or not. So it is updated. See, roll number is 5. Okay, now again I want to change this null value, and that is also possible. So I have to write what update. So set mark marks equal to how much? Marks will be 79, where name is Jijo. This is done. And then mark equal to say 95, where name is Mariam. Done. I will check it out whether it is been updated or not. See, everything is updated now. Okay, so this is a command for updation. Okay, so you can also delete a particular column. Okay, or you know how to delete a particular column. For that you have an alter, and there is a drop a particular column. Okay, drop a particular column. For you can use this drop in alter command or an alter query. Okay, in alter command. So in that case you can drop a particular column. But what if you want to delete this complete table? So if you want to delete a complete table, so I will use what? Delete student. Okay, delete yes, delete from a table. So what happened if I see this? So yeah, structure is there. If I see the detail of that particular table, it is not there. My table is empty, but structure is remain. So whenever I use this delete command, delete from student, delete from table name, so my structure remains and my data will be lost. Okay, but I want to delete the complete table along with the structure. So there is a command which is called as a drop table name. Done. So my complete table is deleted. So if I check the structure, also, so it will not remain. Okay, it is showing an error because my structure is also deleted. Okay, I hope so you understood this concept.